Hello students, so back with our chemistry session. Last time we have seen the last portion of our effects, that is factors influencing your rate of reaction. So today we are going to start another session, that is 4.3. 4.3, that is integrated rate equation. So in this integrated rate equation we are going to see zero order reaction and first order reaction. So now from name only you can understand integrated, right? So you have already studied in your physics what is integration, right? That is limiting, non-limiting, stands to 0 to 1, 0 to n, etc, etc. So we are going to see the integrated rate of reaction for two different reactions, that is zero order reaction and first order reaction. Okay, so now we have seen that when reactant A is converted into the product B, right, for that our rate is dependent only on our reactants. Okay, so that's why if we are calculating for that, what we write down, that is minus, we have seen that why we put minus, right? Minus d concentration of A upon dt, right? And in the last session we have also seen that which is also equal to K concentration A raised to n, where n is nothing but our order of reaction. This we have seen in the rate law. Okay, repeating once again, that we know that reactant A is converted into the product, so the rate of reaction is equal to minus d concentration of A upon dt, which is also equal to K concentration of A raised to n, where n is nothing but the order of reaction. This is what our rate law. So now if we consider if the order of reaction is 0, right? So if order of reaction is 0, then this n will be equal to 0. So if we put n equal to 0, then our this equation will become what? Minus d concentration of A upon dt is equals to K, right? And here we are having concentration of A raised to n, which is equals to 0, so this will become 1, and that's why we write down only K. Anything raised to 0 is 1, we know. Anything raised to 0 is not 0, it is 1, right? So we will be getting K into 1, that is K. Okay, now if we are integrating this, we are getting an equation, that is integrating dA minus is equals to minus K integrating dt. How do we get this? We know that this is what d concentration of A, we are taking this dt on the opposite side with our minus, right? So it will become minus K dt. So when we are integrating here, we have to integrate over here also, right? And thus by integrating, our formula will become that A is equals to minus kt plus C equals to 1. You need to remember this, and you know how this integration is taking place. You have already learned in maths also and in physics also, right? Where C is constant of integration. Why we add C over here? Because we have done integration. Okay, so here we are getting one equation, that is A is equals to minus kt plus C. This equation we are considering as equation number 1. Okay, so now at initial concentration, we know that concentration of A will be what? A0, right? At time is equals to 0, right? So what the equation will become? Initial concentration, if we are taking this equation for initial concentration, so initial concentration, what is the initial concentration? That is A0 at time t is equals to 0. Initial means what? It is 0 only. Okay, so at that time, what the equation that we are getting? Now this is our equation, right? So instead of A, what we are putting? A0, concentration of A0 minus K into T. Now T we are taking as 0 again, so KT will become 0 plus C, right? So what we are getting? C is equals to concentration of A at 0, that is at initial time. right? So now we got that C is equals to A0. So this C is equals to A0 can we put back into this equation, right? So putting that back into that equation, what we are getting, A is equals to minus KT plus C initial, that is C A0. Okay, so this is our equation number 2. Now if we are plotting the graph for the same, then what we are getting, this we are putting at one side, that is concentration of A, right? And we are plotting a graph minus KT plus A0 with respect to time, right? With respect to time. So when we are plotting it, A concentration is here, time is here, the point where it is starting, obviously it is initial, so this concentration is nothing but A0, and the slope which we are getting is nothing but our minus K, is our minus K, right? So that's why we call slope is our minus K. I'm repeating this again. We are having an equation that concentration of A is equals to KT plus concentration of A0. Now A0 is definitely going to be here only because it is at initial position, right? As we have seen, this is A and this is time. So we got A, we got time, and we got A0. So the slope that we are getting is nothing but our minus K. Okay, so now this equation, by this equation we can also get the value of K. How? That is, how do we calculate the value of K, or how do we calculate the value of slope? Now A is equals to minus KT plus A0. So KT is what? A minus A0 minus A, right? This negative sign it is, right? So this will go this side and this will go this side. So my A will become minus A and minus KT will become positive, right? So KT is equals to initial A minus 0. So we want K only. So what will happen to T? T will go down. By this we will get the equation of K, that is A initial minus A upon T. A initial minus A upon T. Okay, so for zero order reaction we can calculate K by the equation A0, concentration of A0 minus A upon T. Now A0 is our initial minus A upon T. Okay, so now here we are coming with few examples of zero order reaction. Example number 1 is hydrogen gas reacts with chlorine gas in presence of HV to give HCl, 2 moles of HCl. This is one example of zero order reaction. Another example is our method of photosynthesis. Okay, now moving towards our next topic, that is first order reaction. Now the rate of reaction is proportional to the first power of the concentration of the reactant, is called first order, right? So we know this equation, reactant only we have taken, rate is equals to minus D concentration of A upon dt is equals to K concentration A raised to N. Now what will be this N? N will be 1. N will be 1, right? So if we are putting N is equals to 1, then what equation we will get? Minus dt upon minus dA upon dt is equals to K concentration of A raised to N, where N stands for 1, right? So if it is 1, so we can write down this same equation, right? Now taking the like terms together, A will come down and dt will go at that side, right? So now we are getting this equation from making the like terms. Now if we are integrating this, right, now if we are integrating this, then we are getting the equation like log to the base e raised to concentration of A is equals to minus KT plus C. Again C will be what? Our concentration constant of integration. So I don't need to explain this more in details because these things you have already learned in your physics in 11th standard. So I'm going through this one step by step, but if you are finding any of the problem, you can just mention in the comments for the same, so that I can explain in more detail for the next time. Log e raised to A is equals to minus KT into C. is your equation number 3. Now again what we are taking, if at initial concentration A will be A0 at time T0, so A will be A0 at time T0, then what we will get, then with that we are getting C is equals to log E concentration of A raised to 0, right? We have taken, why we got this equation, because log E A will become 0 because we are taking initial time t is equals to 0, so this portion will become 0 is equals to C, right, is equals to C. So our equation became what, C is equals to log E concentration of A 0, right? The same thing we have seen in our first order reaction. So now putting the value of C in that equation, the before equation, what we are getting. So if we are putting that equation right here, see this is the elaborated form again. A is equals to this, A is equals to A0 at T is equals to 0, right? So log A became A0 T multiplied by 0 plus C, that comes to C is equals to this. Now instead of C, right, in this equation we are putting the value of C as log E concentration of A is 0, right, over here. So we are getting what, log E A is equals to minus KT plus log E concentration of A 0. Okay, so this is our that equation. Now by rearranging the terms we will get KT minus log E raised to A0 is equals to log A. Okay, if this term is multiplied by minus, the same thing we are getting, this will become plus and this will become minus. So now K will be what, now this is going on the opposite side, it is going below, right? So it will be 1 upon T log E concentration of A0 upon A. This is a mathematical term, we can just solve it, right? K is equals to 1 upon T log concentration of A upon A0. Now log E is nothing but equal to 2.23 log to the base 10, right? This also you know, log E is equals to 2.303 log to the base 10. So putting this over here, what we are getting, we are getting K is equals to 2.303 upon T log A concentration of A 0, that is initial upon concentration of A. Okay, so again by rearranging the term, what we can get, log A we are keeping on one side and this is going above, so KT upon 2.303. okay, so this here we are getting that equation, log 10 concentration of A upon A0 upon A is equals to KT upon 2.303. okay, so now when we are taking this equation, this is our final equation, and now according to this equation, if we are going to plot our graph, for mathematical operations we are going to, like for numericals we are using this formula, but in order to perform the graph we need to take this formula, and for that again the rearranging the terms, that we are getting the same thing by taking an anti-log, that is A is equals to A0 e raised to minus KT, right? Go through this once again, that log A is equals to minus KT upon C log e raised to A is equals to minus KT plus log E concentration of A0. Now this log E comes this side, opposite side minus sign is going, and this term we are getting, so this can be rearranged at taking the anti-log at both the sides to remove this log. You know why we are taking anti-logs, right? So it will become A is equals to A0 e raised to KT. okay, so as I told you, in order to draw the graph, right, we are taking over here as log E. In zero order reaction we were taking concentration of A by time, right? Over here we are taking log E concentration of A by time. So at the point, this is the initial point at that we are getting what? Log E concentration of A 0, and time is already there. So what is left behind? Minus K. So again the slope that we are getting is nothing but our minus K. Okay, so next time we are going to see about half-life of the reaction. So this time we have seen all about what? We have seen about first order reaction and zero order reaction, and we have also plotted the graph for the same. In first order reaction also we are getting the slope as minus K. In first order reaction we are getting the slope as minus K. Okay, in zero order the reaction was A is equals to minus KT plus A0 here, that is for the concentration, and in first order reaction we are getting log E concentration of A is equals to minus KT plus log E A0. Okay, so this equation, if you see for one time, it will be very much difficult for you all. This equation you need to write down and solve by yourself. Then and then only you will come to know how these reactions are coming step by step. In this video I have given each and every step how it is coming. So just try to solve it by seeing 2-3 times and then solve it by your own. Okay, so that you will come to know which equation is coming after what and why it is coming like this. Okay, thank you.